what's up, man. And that's what's up, man. Okay, you gonna come on here and just break news just like that, huh?
This is Dollar.
Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. What you got going on, bro? We out of here. Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News, back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing. And I got my guys with me, man. Yes, indeedy. Old Tymers rule, man. I got Mr. Will and brother Umar up in here. And look who else popped in the door, right? Let me find out. He smelled us, didn't he? Bruce Gas in the building. What's up, Bruce?
What's up, brothers?
How you doing, Bruce?
Cut him loose, Bruce. Cut him loose. Hey, man. But yeah, man, it's another Sunday, man. It's good to see y'all, brothers. We done made it another week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about it, man. We lost 2 soldiers, man.
Yeah. Oh, good.
We lost 2 soldiers. We lost George Foreman and we lost
Livingstone Brown.
Livingstone Brown.
Huh?
Yeah.
Brown?
Yeah, he went away this weekend too, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him, man. I met him at the International Boxing Hall of Fame, man.
Wow.
And took a picture with him, man.
Yeah, man. I remember his ring walks, man, with the snake and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed, man. And
Yeah,
then Big George checked out on us, man.
Yeah, man.
I still feel a sting. That still
George
stings.
checked out on me. Yeah, that one didn't that one sting?
Yeah.
That one stung me, man. That definitely stung me. Claymore Rain, how you doing today, brother? Salute to you. But yeah, man, when I first seen the George, man, and I verified that was his official channel that it was coming off, I was like, damn, I didn't even know he was sick.
Right.
He wasn't.
The last time I saw him, I saw he had lost a lot of weight. You know, I thought it was the way he was talking like he wanted to.
Right. Well, I tell y'all what, man, I did this early and I want to do it now as well. You know what I mean? Let's ring that bell, man.
Yeah. Give him a 10 count.
Yeah, let's ring that bell. Let's get it.
Ooh, yeah.
Rest in power, big boy. Rest in power. But we're not finished, man. We got to give it the same thing to our guy, Livingstone Brown. Didn't we, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeedy, man. Yes, indeedy.
Yeah, man, I followed both of those cats from pretty much from day one. I remember watching George waving that flag in the 1968 Mexico Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Livingston Bramble, I watched him come up on ESPN. And the night that he knocked out Boom Boom Mancini, man, oh, bro. This is Livingston Bramble right here, man. Livingston was a roster man. I talked to some cat who sparred with him up at Customados in the Catskills. He says Bramble wouldn't get in the ring until he was ripped. I mean, this man had to smoke a couple of blunts before he started. And man, he had he was in that golden era, you know, where there were three lightweight champions, and they were going to unify too. We had Camacho, we had Livingston Bramble, and then we had Jimmy Paul. But see, these guys, they didn't wait around for unification. Don King put together Macho Camacho and Boza Edwards, and Bramble fought Rosario, and Rosario just destroyed Bramble. I mean, it read out of the script, destroyed Bramble, and he was never the same after that, man. But boy, he brought us some great memories. Walking to that ring with a boa constrictor around his neck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And,
crazy, man.
I mean, it was like the 1-2 punch, man. You know, George on Friday night, and I'm sitting there watching something. My wife comes out and tells me, she goes, "I heard George Foreman died." I said, "What?" Boom! I went right back over to YouTube, and I'm still not over it. And you know, this whole weekend has been kind of real fucking, just not a good weekend for boxing as far as I'm concerned. You know, pretty much of a black cloud weekend. The whole thing, man. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning on Saturday to watch Cambosos, and he put me right back to sleep. I don't know what to say, man. But and you know, I fall asleep between 1 and 2 in the morning, so it's not like I had a long evening of sleep. And plus, with George on my mind, I was rolling back and forth.
Right.
Man, to get up and to see that, and this is what they're giving us from Australia. This is the best they can do. Like, come on, guys. You know, you're gonna have hardcore fans in America going to get up at that hour to watch that, and you're gonna give us shit like that. Damn. And you know, I don't want to hog the show, but as the day went on, it got even worse with the PBC card, man. I said, all right, look, I says, we got 3 fights coming on prime time, no undercard bullshit. We'll get right to the main events. It starts off super. Elijah Garcia and Terrell Gausha, they're putting on a war, man. I mean, I'm like, this is boxing. And then I hear the decision, and I'm like, oh my God, what fucking fights were they watching? And it went downhill from there. You know, the next fight, the fucking Jesus Ramos Jr. I don't know what they think he's going to do in this division. But, I mean, he took on some dude that I don't know where they got Guido from, but I think he was coming off a beating from Pro Box.
But he had a tough chin, though. I ain't gonna lie. That chin was from nowhere.
Yeah, they picked him up on a gas station, man.
Y'all terrible, man.
I'll tell you, hey, man, you want me a couple dollars? Yeah.
He said, "Hey, Bruce, it was just a bad
so-called main event. We haven't even touched that yet, man.
Come here. Hey, you on one, man. Keep going, Bruce.
And this was a special one for me because I have not bought a pay-per-view since Thomas Hearns fought Iran Barkley back in 1987, brother. And I had Amazon Prime, so I got this. This was paid for. I'll put it on. I'm saying, all right, man, this is a historic time. Bruce Gass, the first pay-per-view in over 40 years. And what did they give me? They give me, man, you know, Amazon Prime is looking real hard at boxing now. They're saying, I'm going to put on shows like this for results like this. Oh, man, I want to wake up next week to a better card. This was tough for a boxing fan. It was a hard weekend to get through, bro.
Whew. Well, you know what? I appreciate you being candid about it, Bruce. Yo, Bruce gives his impression of angry white man. I love it. Mr. Will, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. How are y'all, fellas?
Well, we're good, man. We're good. You catch some of the fights this weekend?
Well, I just want to piggyback on everything Bruce just said, right? everything. I got to cover it all like he did. And I'm going to start with the loss of George. You know, like you said, that was a hit there. That was a big loss. Livingstone Bramble, his claim to fame was beating Boom Boom. But honestly speaking, I never really thought Livingstone was all that anyway, besides overall skill level. I mean, he caught Boom Boom at a good time. You know, that was after the Dooku Kim fight. Boom Boom was never the same after that anyway. Most guys.
The man just passed away. Give him a break.
No, what I'm getting ready to say is this, though. What I'm getting ready to say is this.
Man.
What I'm getting ready to say is this. Most guys are never the same when they unalive somebody in the ring anyway. It takes something out of these guys. You know what I mean? Where they don't want to really hurt anybody anymore. Thanks to that.
Traumatic for sure.
Yeah. So that was a factor. But but he never really had a significant win after that. That's all I'm saying. That's just my opinion. But and then like getting to the weekend, it was horrible. I mean, that was probably one of the worst nights of boxing I've ever seen.
Oh my God!
Like you spoke on the Camboses. See, I look at boxing like this. Boxing it's regional. Every country has to have their star, and they chose this guy to represent Australia. You got to have somebody to represent that region, and he's the guy.
They did the best they could do, man. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's the only fight on that card I did see, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't even really watch that. I saw maybe in total in minutes. I maybe saw 10 minutes of that fight. That was all.
You see the girl fight?
Huh?
You see the girl fight?
No, I'm saying that's the only fight I saw on that card.
Oh, okay.
Like Popeye used to say, that's all I could stand because I couldn't stand no more. So I had about 10 minutes worth of that. And like you were speaking of the Fundora card, I don't know who put that together. That looked like Barnum and Bailey promoting. That was a sideshow. He was like a foot taller than his opponent. And honestly speaking, when that fight first started, I was talking to my buddy Smooth Criminal on the phone. We were watching and talking on the phone. And I told him up front, when that fight first started, I said, this guy's starting out wrong, man. I said, first of all, he was fighting him from across the ring. I said, he's got to be inside. I mean, he's got to be on him like chess is. And he was just all across. I said, man, this isn't going to last long.
He was trying to outbox a 6-foot boxer.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It made you say 6 foot. He's closer to 7 feet, really. You know, like, come on, man.
He's standing outside trying to box him.
Exactly. I knew that wasn't going to last long.
I'm going to get at the end of your shotgun. Let's go.
Yeah. That's what that was. And then, like you spoke of the Terrell Boucher fight, he got robbed terribly, but I know why they did it. You got to look at it like this, fellas. They couldn't sell Terrell Boucher because, he doesn't have any kind of power or anything. So
you don't have it.
Yeah. So it's like, people like knockouts. So they couldn't sell him in a pay-per-view. So they're not going to push him. Then he's been around a long time. So that was like they're trying to push him out of the game anyway. So
they did him a favor.
Yeah, exactly. That was a business move. But he definitely wanted to fight.
Wow, man.
And that's my
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on, man. I want to get y'all assessment of what y'all think about Sebastian Fundora. I call him the Charlie Green Giant.
Yeah.
We'll go with Bruce. Bruce, give me your assessment of this young man.
Freakish. He doesn't have a lot of power, but he likes to mix it up. He doesn't use his advantages like he should. Last night he had no choice, but he had to. I mean, Cordell Booker, he came in there without a chance. I don't know if you saw him when he got beat by Austin Williams. It was almost the same way. He just stopped throwing punches, and the referee just stopped the fight. He was just getting hammered on, and he hasn't improved at all. I don't even know how he got a fight for a unified title. I think
he must got some money behind him, man. You know?
I don't know, bro, but he definitely he lives in Stamford, Connecticut. So I don't know if he wasn't bringing too much home crowd there. That was in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, he had a 6-fight win streak. That's what they were selling.
Hey,
who was he fighting?
Exactly. Who was he fighting? See that 154-pound division is so rich.
I fought one time, but I don't know if they count that. So,
well, 154 is so rich in talent. They could have got him a better opponent. They could have definitely got him better opposition. That was a cherry pick. It looked terrible. The main event, I mean, it's like putting the shit on an already crappy dinner. It was
damn.
And then my man Claymore says, Xander Zayas, he can run in the ring like he's the next best thing. I mean, this is 154, and you want a unified champion. You got to earn it. He could go for it, but I think Fundora's got bigger names on his resume. I think they can make a lot more money unifying the title. And then he was talking Errol Spence. It was supposed to be Errol Spence last night, but Spence pulled out of the fight, and Zayas somehow fucking Booker somehow got in there.
I don't think the fight ever existed. Spence versus
no, it was never signed, but it was penciled in for that date if it did happen.
Because Spence said he hadn't even spoke to PBC, so maybe.
I think it would have made a hell of a lot more entertaining than Cordell Booker did last night. If yesterday,
I never even heard of Cordell Booker, man.
And as far as our promoters go, I think Turkey Al-Sheikh could save the day. If Turkey Al-Sheikh wasn't around, look at the state of boxing. Huh?
Yeah, it'd be a little rough, man.
Yeah, Turkey gonna get things together, get things rolling again, man.
Well, he who has the bag,
He got a chance.
He got the bag, man.
Yeah, so, get some of that bag, man.
It's called prize fighting. So
yeah, and no surprises, no surprise.
You get some surprises, but you still get the prize.
I was going to say, fellas, can I interject one thing real quick?
Go for it.
We forgot one. Forgot about sometimes Thurman fought earlier this week.
Last week before, yeah. He did, yeah.
And he looked terrible. I mean, my point is,
what graveyard they got the guy out of, man?
Out of Walmart. He was working in the deli section. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it was just terrible, man. I mean, that was the first knockout he had in years. And then he starts talking trash. I'm back. This, that, and the other. I'm like, come on, man. Really? He was like about that.
But this is boxing today, man. You can have a good showing and get yourself right into a world title shot.
But I'm saying a good showing against what, Bruce?
Hey, he's got the name Keith Thurman. He's only been beaten once by Pacquiao. He's got a great resume. So look at the other guys. Like Marvin said, who they fight? They're not fighting anybody.
That's an example of that.
He's got a name. He's got a promotional company behind him. Shit, Keith Thurman's going to get himself a title shot.
Just need a good win, right?
Yeah.
He got a knockout, didn't he?
Against what though? I mean, that dude.
Put some respect.
But it's not based on you, Mr. Will, the hardcore fan. It's based off the casual.
Yeah. Okay.
But it should be though.
Everything is an investment, man. Yeah. At the end of the day,
Yeah, well, like sometimes put the business aside and give me more sport. It's starting to turn into sports entertainment instead of, you know what I mean, instead of the sport itself.
It is what it. Hey, y'all, let's speak to the chat. We jump straight into everything. We ain't speak to nobody, man. We just some degenerates. Hello, chat. How are everybody doing? Shout out to William Old School, the founder of the Old Time. He's in the building. I see the mayor. God bless you. We see Kareem Hassan, the mayor, in the building. We got a lovely moderator, Melanin Queen. We got a foundational shorty, fender bender in the building, man. And who else up in here, man? Claymore Rain in the building. Salute to Claymore Rain. Ronald Williams, how you doing today, bro? The Blind Wolf, what's up with you? Yes, indeed. And we appreciate Lottie Dottie and everybody that has showed up again for another old timers party, man. And we up in the building, and man, these fellas had some things to say, man. So I wasn't gonna hold them back. You dig? They my elders, man. So I gotta do what they say. So you know, they had some things to say, man, and they did not like this weekend at all. 100% on the panel did not like this weekend. That's heavy. That's heavy, but that's one thing I like about y'all fellas, man. Y'all too old to be just making up stuff. You forget it once you make it up.
Yeah.
So I know y'all right off the dome on this.
Yeah, cut the chase, man, and get it over with, man. You know.
Yeah, no, it was truly a forgettable weekend for boxing.
Not a forgettable weekend.
It was.
Truly forgettable weekend.
Wow.
You know, the tragedy of losing George, but you know, the bottom line is, man, nobody's on this grain of sand forever. So nobody's making it out alive. And you know, George had a great life, made himself a lot of money.
Hell yeah.
A lot of love. I mean,
And he reinvented himself, man, and made more money.
Yes,
put a lot of smiles on people's faces, give people a lot of fond memories. I mean, you know, that's the way I want to move on to the next level. And
wow.
you know, Livingston Bramble, he just brought me a lot of action. I could relate to Livingston Bramble. You know,
yeah.
Lou Duva used to say, "I can't do nothing with him. I can't do nothing with him. He's high all the time." I never forget that. But man, when you know that night that he beat Mancini was just an amazing night because everybody, you know, Mancini was being set up for an Aaron Pryor fight. And you know, hey, but back in the day, they didn't just sit on their ass for a year and wait for the fight to happen. They went in the ring and they defended against the next available contender. And many big didn't happen because they got knocked off by somebody else. But hey, that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. You're so true, man. It's so true. The signs of times are definitely different, and they're going to be even more different 10 years from now. You know what I mean? You know what I was saying to myself the other day? I hope we don't get to the stage like that movie that they had out at one time about how they were using androids as boxers, but they were using robots as boxers. I forgot the name of the movie, man.
I think it's called Steel.
Yeah, something. Yeah, whatever it was, man. I don't want to get to that stage. You know, I started out like that way as a kid when we had the Rock'em Sock'em Robot game, and you know, you dig, knock the block off and everything. But once you get a taste of really watching real boxing, nothing ever can replace that for me. You know, so I don't want to ever get to that.
You know, it goes in spells, right? Somebody else is going to pop back up. Remember Don King? And then you had these other ones popping up. I think the Sheik is going to really do some good stuff, man, for the next few years. You know, because it seemed like he want to get the fights done that need to be done.
Yeah, look like he on a wish list. You know how as we get older, we get a bucket list. I call it effort list. I call it my bucket list. But you know, it seemed like that's what he's on. Because I heard at one time they saying he had health issues, and you know, he's just a super fan, and he just want to make sure he get all the fights that he want in his lifetime. You know, and just so happened he has a government that's behind him that has the same dream that they want over there to be like Vegas, you know.
Yeah.
And they're changing rules just to get it like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
'cause, you know, they're known for no alcohol, no this, no that, no this. I heard they bucking on the system on stuff like that now. You know, if you want to get the people from America over there, you know, what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because you know they don't want to go nowhere they can't drink and smoke. You
I
know,
got to talk to some of my connections in the game, see if I can get me a dispensary opened up over there.
oh man, you'll
I
run
don't
out.
know if that's gonna happen. That's gonna be a horrible.
That's a lot of day money for that.
I got the expertise on the vapes, the bongs, the flour, the concentrates, whatever they want to do, man. I'll make sure it's run first class.
Oh wow, God damn, you sound like a boss over there, don't he?
Yeah.
God damn. Okay, Don
Yeah.
Corleone. You over there in Boston. You know how them guys over there in Boston, like Whitey Bulger and all them. You probably knew Whitey, didn't you, Bruce?
I think it's a little too early to talk about Whitey Bulger with myself. Maybe in a few more years, I can tell you a couple of interesting stories. They might even curl your fucking toes.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew it. I didn't say it for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You in that era, so you know what I'm saying, and it makes only sense. So I can't wait when that finally happens and we can have that conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we face to face when we had that conversation. You know what I mean? Eating some
only your ears.
Eating some Maine lobster and some filet mignon and some lovely strands. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking for when I go to see Bruce, Jack, for sure. That me going to see Bruce is like somebody going to meet what's his name, Willie Nelson. That's Bruce is my Willie Nelson. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to sitting up with Gramps one day, man. So you know what I mean, that is definitely on my bucket list. And I know I don't curse a lot, but I wanted to make sure y'all understand that this meeting that man is in real life is going to be on my bucket list. I done already met Bruce. I mean, not Bruce, Brother Marv. I done already met Mr. Will. You know what I'm saying? So I meet Bruce. There it is. I done met them all. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
Definitely, man. But yeah, man. The title today was The Old Timers Assess Sebastian Fundora and who they like for him next. I want to get y'all opinions on Sebastian Fundora.
He's a very beatable guy.
Beatable guy. You gotta give me. Tell me why.
So he know how to use his reach, but a lot of times he adjusts himself to the person that's in front of him and makes it easier for the person to hit him. He just haven't gotten there with the right guy with the right punch. You know, that will tear his ass up. You know, well, he gives up his height.
Lubin was getting to him.
Yeah, but he gives up his height a whole lot. Yeah, but you know, if he getting there with a more skillful person that can work the inside and you know, work from side to side and goes down the middle, you know, like it'd be over. It'd be over for him, man.
Somebody like who now?
Well,
Virgil Ortiz would beat him, I think. Virgil's a body puncher. Virgil fights out of the pocket. He would make Fundora be reaching down and catch him. I think he would lay him out. But, I mean, there's no shortage of bad fights at 154. Go right down the list, man. Anybody at top 10 would be a 50-50 fight for Fundora, in my opinion.
Yeah. He just don't know how to take advantage of his height.
And the thing is, too, he's an abnormality. He's a freak. They can sell him. He's the towering inferno, 6'5", freaking string bean who's a unified champ. So he's got some good backing. He definitely gets some money fights. I don't know if he's got to fight Zejas. Even Zejas is I think #1 contender, but He's got Ortiz. He's got Boachuk. I think he's going to get some good fights. PBC will use him. I hope they match him.
Mr. Will, man, I love your reserve right now, brother. By now, you'd normally be out there. What you got for me, man?
Or he didn't see nothing good on the weekend to talk about, man.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? You know how he go, man. When he see something good, he talk about it, man. You know, like
y'all put me in timeout last weekend, so I said I'll get right, y'all.
He's been practicing his internet etiquette all week, and now he's.
Look, one thing about them older gentlemen, man, you're gonna catch them with their pants down too many times. I'm gonna just let y'all know that, right?
You gotta tell us things one time in this stage.
Right.
But back to Fundora. Like, first of all, honestly speaking, again, I know it's for the casuals, like you said, Jay. But my thing is this: I think there should be some better matchmaking going on with him.
Well, it is for him.
What I'm saying
for him, he can really thank the matchmaker.
What I'm getting at, I mean, this guy's like 7 feet tall, and he's fighting guys 5'3", 5'4".
Right.
I mean, getting sick of that. You know, like last night, man. This guy.
How you gonna find somebody his height in that division?
There's nobody.
Nobody. None of them.
That's weight bullying.
Mr. Will had the floor, man. I gotta be fair.
Look, that's weight bullying at its best. Okay, Fundora should be a heavyweight. He's average heavyweight. Honestly, you know I'm not lying. So for him to boil himself down to 154 to pick on these little guys, I don't think it's right. So anytime.
Yeah, but you remember the Fox brothers, man, is tall like that.
Yeah.
DC boys, the Fox.
Yeah, Mike
Fox. Fox.
Yeah, Mike Fox, yeah.
Yeah, they tall Mike Fox, tall like that. Yeah. You know, give him a shot.
Yeah, but like I said, man, it's just too much of a reach advantage. And like you said, if he uses his jab and his height, he could stay untouchable for years. But he doesn't wait, so that's not going to happen. But,
wow.
But yeah,
so real, right?
Now you know what was the guy that laid him out a few fights ago? I can't think of his name.
That's Mendoza.
Mendoza is the blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
He's the blueprint on him how to fight. But everybody still gets in there. Like the guy last night was totally intimidated. You know what I mean? He looked up at him and said, "Oh boy."
Well, like I always say, the matchmaker did a great job getting him, man.
You know
what I'm saying?
It was terrible for viewers, I tell you that. It was good for the matchmaker, but it wasn't good for us watching it.
Right.
And, dude, the guy just didn't have the fundamentals to fight him. I mean, like I said, I saw immediately how
he ain't had that dog in him, man.
He didn't have a dog in him. He was retreating the whole fight, and then he would try to get a little quick shot in on the inside and get right back out on the end of Fundora's punches. He was backing straight up in a straight line. He was just doing everything wrong. Anything you could possibly do wrong in that situation, he did.
And the thing of it is, who was in his corner, man? You know?
Yeah, right. Because
his father's his trainer.
Well, his father needs some help.
Well, see, and the thing too, man, he's a lifetime super welterweight. He's been fighting 154 since 2017. He's not moving up. He's at that weight. So the rest of the division, they better start sparring some taller fighters because he's got 2 belts that are very, very available, very, very attainable. Yeah, where are you going to get sparring for a guy like that too? A freaking southpaw that's 6'5.5".
I interviewed Claudel Booker, and he said they had a couple of people that was even taller than Fundora. You know, he said he had ample people height wise.
Guess what? Come in a little closer, Jay.
Oh, I'm
He
sorry.
lied.
There we go.
Well, it didn't do him no good, so you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow, man. So, who would y'all like to see Fundora fight next?
We just said it, man. Virgil Ortiz.
Well, no, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Mr. Will. Okay, I remember you saying to Bruce, Mr. Will, you don't want to see it at all.
No.
Bruce?
I like to see. I like for him to fight my Philly guy.
Okay, who's that?
Come on now.
You talking about Boots?
That's right.
Boots ain't came to 54 yet, so he can't be in the
He gonna be there. That's next.
How about that dude that beat Costa Zoo?
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah. No, that.
Yeah, cause he got the belt, right?
Yeah, there's not a bad fight at 154, man. I mean, put them all together. Turkey Al-Sheikh, if you're listening to us, and I know you are, put up a tournament 154, call it the Bruce Gas 154 Invitational. I'll sponsor it with my heart, and bango, let's take it from there.
Matter of fact, Turkey, if you're listening right now, I'm piggybacking. Send tickets for all of us that's on here right now for the next fight.
That's right. Yeah, the hardcore crew.
That's right. We're gonna pull up on you for sure, man. You know, because gray hair don't care. I'm gonna let you know that right now. We're gonna speak our minds.
Well, I'll probably run into him next month, man.
That's right. You
put that bug in his ear, Ma.
Yeah, you are looking like him bragging, man. He gonna be in what's that? Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm gonna call you every day. I'm gonna call you every day too. Just bugging it. What you doing now?
Over the weekend, I had to send a picture of my passport, man. You know.
Look at it. Go ahead and flex.
So
Go ahead
and flex. Arrangements and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, man.
You better be careful the way Trump is treating people now, man. You might not come back.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you thing. People not real happy with Elon Musk right now.
We ain't gonna
talk
politics on here. We ain't gonna do it.
Okay, we won't do it.
We ain't gonna do that. I stay away from politics.
Yeah, I got you. No
room for boxing.
No politics.
No politics. Naeem the Dream. What's up, Naeem the Dream? Good to see you, my brother, for sure, man. But yeah, man. Hey, we got Cepeda versus Tevin Farmer this weekend, man. Talk to me about
Cepeda.
Cepeda. Yeah. Okay, Bruce, what you?
I think Cepeda will be serious this time and really put some hard training into it. Farmer's been around for a long time.
Yeah, Farmer is in his mid-30s, man.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Will. Farmer Cepeda.
I gotta go along with the other guys on that one.
With Cepeda?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm bucking on this week, man. I'm going with
on Farmer. You going with Farmer?
Yeah, I'm going Farmer.
Yeah.
I'm just being biased.
Yeah.
If I had to go X and O's, I had to go with Cepeda. But I'm digging down on Farmer this weekend, man.
Okay.
Yeah, he say what are you, Joe Gann's nephew or something like that? He's supposed to be related to him, man.
That's what I heard, man. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be related to Joe Gans, man. I asked him about that. He said, he said it's true, but I don't know too much about it. He said my aunts and them know more. Because I asked him about it. He said,
well, wouldn't you, as being a fighter or a boxer, wouldn't you want to know more about that yourself?
I would.
Like that's some big stuff.
Yeah.
You talking about, I don't know my aunts and all of them. No, man, come on, man. I've been all kind of books. Yeah. All kind of
We know you. You know everything, Joe Gans, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like Tevin. I liked him in the last fight, man. You know what I mean? I don't think
When was the last fight?
The last fight they had was between them two. They fought against each other. What's that? About 2 months ago? 3 months, y'all?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
About 3 months ago.
okay.
And Tevin Farmer knocked Cepeda down.
Yeah.
So that was the highlight of the fight. Yeah.
Okay.
He dropped Cepeda.
Yeah, because Farmer's not known to have a punch.
Right.
Yeah.
He dropped him early. Yeah, but then Cepeda came back though. But it was a good fight.
Cepeda was all balanced, man. Yeah.
It was a close fight though. It was a close fight.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he more balanced. He done popped the question with his lifelong girlfriend. So I think they're about to get married or they just got married. You know what I'm saying? So that'll definitely.
So he's trying to make some money to keep her, man. Yeah.
Damn right. The way you get her is the way you keep her. But you know what? This woman is in his corner, man. And I don't think it's for the money or anything. She just seemed like she down. She just Team Farmer.
In love with him.
Yeah, man. When he had lost his fight, man, he had dropped his head. That fight that he lost in Philly, but yet it looked like he won that fight. And, you know, he gets a lot of those, man. She made him pick his chin up and said, "Hell no, walk with your chin up."
There you go. Okay, I can go for that one.
Man, that's a cheerleader, man. You got a good cheerleader in your behind you, man. You can get a lot done, man.
Oh yeah.
Let's make that money, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Get that head up.
I believe
you gotta get another one.
Yes, indeed. That can help you or hurt you. You can have one that don't give a damn about you, and after a while, you don't give a damn about her, so you ain't gonna want to do nothing. So you don't want to benefit her. You know
That's true.
Yeah, that's real stuff, man.
Yeah,
so,
make you break it, man.
You ain't lying. It's songs about that, ain't it?
It's
a thin line between love and hate.
It was the 3rd of September.
Yeah. Bruce remember.
I always remember.
Bruce had that push back then. I wouldn't have been surprised if Bruce was on Soul Train, Jack. You know what I'm saying?
I was a jazz man back in those days, man.
You was what?
Jazz man.
Oh, you was into the jazz? Yeah, jazz or something else, man. For sure. That's good music there. That's good music, man. You say better than the boxing we had last week then, huh?
I'm looking ahead on the schedules, and all I'm seeing is boxing in the UK, boxing in Australia, boxing in Kazakhstan. I mean, I don't see another fight coming to the United States until Richard Torres. I guess they had Guido Vanelli on
right.
Vegas.
You know, they fighting in New York.
Yeah, we get that caught in Times Square, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on in that one, man. You know, Ryan Garcia coming back and
something different.
Robbie, definitely something different. You know, it's going to keep boxing interesting. And I'm just wondering what they're going to do in there.
They got fights Friday, Saturday, and then we finish up Sunday with Inoue. So it's fights that whole weekend. Because you got Canelo that weekend against William Skull. You know, and nobody really, but one thing I
said William Skull?
Yeah.
Who's that? Go get that skull cracked.
No, it's the boxing game. The IBF strips Canelo of the title. They give it to Skull.
Right.
Canelo comes back and takes it from Skull. And so Canelo becomes a 2-time undisputed champion.
And he gets to fight Bud for undisputed. So Bud has a chance to get.
Didn't they say that fight was off again?
What? The Crawford?
Bud Crawford and
I ain't heard it from none of the key people.
I ain't heard nothing yet.
Yeah.
Until I hear from the key people, I don't listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called clickbait.
Hey, listen to this internet swabby cat up here, man.
This is all time talking about clickbait.
I could tell my wife, I could say, what's clickbait? She goes, what the fuck are you talking about, clickbait?
It's like an old sex
Mr. Will. Mr. Will knows what clickbait is, man.
Clickbait 3. You know what I mean? That sounds like a sex movie from the 70s.
Was that a mousetrap or something, man?
Clickbait. Yeah, exactly. You know, we done came a long way, man. And all 3 of us, 4 of us, how many of us on here right now? We all online, man, you know, and doing all this type stuff. I salute us, man, because we keeping up with technology, man. We doing exactly what the young folks doing. We on a podcast and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And we got over 200 years over here on this panel right now. We got
but we still learning though, man. You know,
there it is. We ain't getting old, man. We gonna continue on learning, man. You dig?
I got a call from a cat yesterday, a former boxer that watches my podcast, and I know the guy from. I had him on the show one time. Anyway, he must think I'm some kind of a computer guru. He says, I'm setting up a podcast, and what do I do? How do you do it? What do I do? I'm like, dude, I got StreamYard, and I got this other guy that my nephew's friend comes in and he showed me how to put it together. He's like, no, really? And I'm saying, yeah, but first you got to get the StreamYard. But I mean, don't you think I'm an internet nerd or something? I can't even get on my freaking checking account, for Christ's sakes. I know nothing about this stuff. I come from a generation where we walked in an elevator and there was a guy that used to press the buttons to get us to the different floors.
Yeah. You sit on a little stool.
Yeah.
You know, take you to your floor, man.
Back then was scary as shit.
That'd be a free job for me right about now.
You seen everything, the gates and everything going up.
Yeah. What floor?
Yeah.
Where you getting off at? What floor?
What a job that would be, huh? Big spot in that elevator, you gotta sit there with damn.
And the guy that works in the bathroom too, man. What hell of a job. I don't want to talk to men in the bathroom.
I went to Oxford when they first opened it. They had the guy in the bathroom giving out the combs and. I don't know what to do.
As men, we don't even want to have conversations in the bathroom. Period.
No. We don't even make eye contact, bro. We just
there are cardinal rules, you know, about being in the bathroom. I don't want to talk to you, man. And I think he knows that. He's like, you know what? If I make it so uncomfortable, maybe they'll give me some money to shut me up. You know what I'm saying? Man, oh man. But yeah, we got Cepeda this weekend, man. We got past the weekend that just passed, man. It was definitely a gloomy weekend. We got hit with the 1-2 punch, 1-2-3 actually, because the two fellas that passed away plus this weekend boxing. So we got hit with the 1-2-3 this week.
I forgot to mention we had a card on at the same time on Pro Box last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot of boxing last night.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't any good. None of them.
Yeah. I guess you know how fighters say they got stay busy fights. I guess that's
what that was.
Stay busy matches for us, you know, just to keep us just watching. You know what I'm saying? Let's just give them this. It's free. They don't have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, that pretty much wraps it up, man. We got another week coming up, and. Hey, brother Umar, you was telling that you took a photo and everything and this, that, and the third. But some people, the first time knowing, why the reason why you taking all that and what's happening, man? Tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh well, getting I guess the arrangements together, the flights and everything, and for the trip to Dubai.
For what? Why are you going there?
Tournament. There's a tournament. I think it's a lightweight. Junior welterweight, I think middleweight and heavyweight or whatever.
Who's sponsoring?
Sheik, the Sheik.
Turkey?
Yes, right.
Right, damn, like pulling teeth trying to get some information out this guy today.
Yeah. So, I guess the up and coming fighters that he's trying to, get out there, because the tournament is set for guys that are 26 and under, and they can't have no more than 15 pro fights.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna pause right there real quick. They said that him and Dana, Dana
White.
they started a new channel called a new promotion company called TKO. I think that is definitely a campaign for people to get signed by TKO.
Yeah,
I don't think they're doing that for no reason.
Right.
They said that they're looking to sign 150 people.
Yeah.
To the new TKO, and they're looking for up and coming fighters. So I think the reason why they're doing that is and they're saying that their first match won't be until next year.
Right.
So I'm thinking that they're doing this tournament to help funnel people into their new company, man.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Possibility.
It seems like it's like the Contender Series. Remember that a few years ago?
Yeah.
And look at the guys that came out of that. Sergio Moraes, Sergio the Snake.
A lot of champions came out of that.
Right.
Jesse Benavidez was in it. There were some good names in that show went off. That was if they can replicate that, I'm all for that, man. Give these young kids a chance to themselves, exposure. Get Marvin out of the country, give him a nice vacation.
Yeah, for real. I'm looking forward to it.
I told him he got to bring me some sand back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But man, it only makes sense that they're going to use this as a feeding ground for that new and they're going to have I forgot the name of the company that's going to be the managerial company for TKO, because they can't do manager and promoter, because that would
right.
So they got this company that will be headed by I believe the attorney for Top Rank. I forgot the name of the stuff, but yeah. Oh, so it all makes sense. It's starting to unveil itself of what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, you want to do good on this particular event, because it will definitely give you a chance to get signed by the new division TKO, which will not be ran by regular boxing. It will be ran just like how the UFC was ran in MMA.
Right. The same format.
Right. They're not going to go by the like what the pound for pound list. They're going to have their own pound for pound list. They're going to they already got the structure set up on how much money you'll make. All that is already out already, man. So it only makes sense that they're going to use this as a feeding ground. So man,
he's going to learn. He's going to. It's one of those things where it's only going to benefit the fans and the fighters. If it doesn't work out, then it's going to fold, and boxing will be right where it was before he stuck his toes in the water. But,
it is, man. Listen here, I appreciate Lottie Dot and everybody that done showed up again for another old timers party. We're gonna get on out of here. And we'll do a round robin real quick for everybody to tell if you have a page or whatever you got going on or whatever you want to say before we leave. We're gonna start out with Bruce. What you got for us, Bruce?
Oh man, always love to come and share with the OGs on a Sunday evening over here. And hey, everybody out there, you want to come see me? I could use the subs. My channel's pretty stagnant. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Marvin knows I'm out there all the time over on Facebook. Talking about boxing, bringing up some of the fighters from the past to talk to, and man, it's what I do. So God bless.
All right, Marv, what you got for me, Marv?
Hey, well, like I was saying, I'm getting ready for that trip, man, and come back with the big prize, So you can follow me on Facebook, Umar Marvin McGill, and Instagram, Umar Marvin, and hey, just watch the page and see what happens and see how we're doing.
All right, Mr. Will.
Well, I'm just hoping for brighter days in televised boxing. That's all. That's all.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. And the boom shagalagment to that. I'm your boy Jay Hardcore, man, and we appreciate Lottie Don and everybody that rocked out with us. I'll be back at y'all tomorrow morning at 8:10. God willing, what they say, the creek don't rise and all that stuff. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. If not, I'll see you in the afterworld. It's a pleasure. Y'all take it easy, man. How you turn this damn thing off? And we out of here. Peace.